Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Denver, Colorado. Today, another fun one, informative. We've done these before. We're gonna kind of touch it again in a little bit different way that we've done before, but we'll be talking about the best suburbs outside of Denver.
All right, let's check it out, guys. What's up, guys? We are the Mile High Property Brothers. I'm Eli Schmidt. This is Will Grimes. And if it's your first time checking out the channel, my business partner. If it's your first time checking out the channel, welcome. And while you're here, hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell, because every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other Saturday, we're dropping a new one of these, telling you everything there's to know about moving to or living in Denver, Colorado.
100%. And we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, where the guys answer the phone calls, text messages, and the emails. But with that being said, let's dive into it. We talk about a lot about Denver and what there is to do of Denver. If you guys watch our channel, you see it, you get it. But let's dive back outside of Denver a little bit and talk about the best suburbs around Denver that we think are best overall.
Now, guys, we've made a lot of videos. Not a lot of videos.
What is up with my hood?
Here, let me fix
You ever have a hood feel like a collar? Remember when, depending on your age bracket, remember when people would like pop their Abercrombie collar?
Yeah,
or their Hollister collar?
Yep. What's up with seeing like,
I don't know,
70-year-old dudes do that? You see that? I must have been a thing way back in the day. I
feel like Tim McGraw now. He's like 80 years old, but he's like super shredded.
Is he? And
he wears like shirts or hoodies and like hats. And
guess that's just the cowboy in me.
See it?
Identical.
Close enough. Moving forward.
So you guys have heard us mention that a lot of you guys that move here, despite our channel being called Living in Denver, we don't actually end up in Denver. And
a lot of you do. A lot of you don't.
Yeah, a lot of you do. And there's a couple reasons for that. A lot of you guys just fall in love with the surrounding metro cities. And one of the pros to Colorado is that our cities have everything that you need. They are so similar that, you know, it's hard to really determine a big reason why you should live in Highlands Ranch versus a Parker. So that means there's a lot of options for you guys. Right. So in this video, I wanted to go over just some of the differences.
I already said that.
Did you?
No, but I said something that sounded like that.
There you go.
Bottom line is the commute for you guys, where you have to go for work. Do you have to go anywhere for work?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a specific school district for your kiddos? Is there a certain type of environment you want, being close to the mountains? Whatever that looks like. A lot of it's more of like a preference thing versus, oh my gosh, I cannot be there. I have to be here. You get that in a lot of different states where there's parts that are gorgeous about it, but if you're not in that part of the state, it's not good. We don't really have that here in Colorado. Even if you're out east or out southeast, pretty good. And again, I say every video, the Rocky Mountains, you can see them from everywhere. They're huge. But let's dive into it. Let's start with like your southeast belt.
One of our favorites.
One of our favorites. We happen to live down there personally as well, but southeast Aurora, down and around like the Parker area as well.
Yeah, so diving into some of the specific neighborhoods out there, you've got Talons Reach, you've got South Shore, you've got Blackstone, there's a whole slew of others, but the southeast Aurora area, if you're online searching 80016 or 80015, both really, really good area codes to dive into. Guys, the sense of community that you have out there with the HOAs, the types of homes that you have out there, Cherry Creek School District.
Blackstone has a full-on country club. It's phenomenal, super cool, amazing golf. You see how much I golf? Hey, Dolph, go golf.
What do you wear, size 3? Bring it, Happy Feet.
I don't know. Amazing amenities, super cool. South Shore right across the street gives you more of like a beach house feel, almost like you've got a beach house on the East Coast, more of like an East Coast look, but super cool.
You got the Aurora Reservoir there.
Aurora Reservoir, you've got Southlands Mall, that's not too far. So when it comes to like your Whole Foods, your Organic King Supers, your Southlands Mall, shopping amenities, hospitals, little urgent care places, all in and around that area. So the commute, you don't have to go anywhere. You can still see the mountains, it's great. School district, phenomenal.
Yeah, one of
Your
the best.
commute outside of Southeast Aurora and Parker, or specifically to Southeast Aurora, is going to be Smoky Hill Road. It's going to be Gun Club Road that'll go up north, or 470, which goes north and south. Hence why I live there, because no matter where we're going, whether it's downtown to our office and where we're working, or if it's out here helping you guys in the field getting some deals done, we can make it anywhere we need to go within an hour max. That's why we live on that belt, because it's out on the outskirts. It's a great school district for my kiddos, but I can kind of get wherever I need to go, and it's great.
Yep.
Super great. And bang for buck type of house that you get out there is phenomenal.
Yeah, you can get an amazing house out there. I mean, they tend to start around mid-6s to low 7s is where they'll start. They go all the way up to 3 million plus. Everything in between, there's a lot of really good choices.
And again, just bang for buck what you're getting out there versus like paying for a zip code inside the heart of Denver. A little bit different. Now, if you're looking for a different feel in the heart of Denver, that's different. We can help you with that as well. But it's really cool, some of the things that you get out there bang for buck wise.
Now let's head southwest down to Castle Rock / Castle Pines. Now Castle Rock, guys, I feel is one of the biggest, like what I'll call sleeper cities here in Colorado. Even a lot of the locals just haven't really been there, because here's the thing, it's on the south side of the metro city, which means people aren't driving through it regularly. If you're driving to the Springs, you'll drive through Castle Rock, but it's not something that a lot of locals are regularly driving through. So what does Castle Rock have to offer? Bang for your buck, very similar price point to Southeast Aurora, but the scenery down there is gorgeous. What I feel like Castle Rock, I feel like the mountains come to you a lot more, in the sense of there's a lot of bluffs, there's a lot of open fields and just like pine trees. It's spectacular down there.
Super great views. Douglas County School District, phenomenal.
Yeah.
In addition to that, you've got like the outlet shopping center, which is super cool. It's huge.
New Whole Foods is down there.
New Whole Foods. Well, that's on the strip mall. The new mall that's down there. You get a little bit of influx as far as like people that are that live outside of Castle Rock coming down to those outlet stores on the weekends and things like that. But if you live down there and you want to go there on a Monday or Wednesday, typically tends to be low foot traffic. Super cool, but it's got like that where the new Whole Foods at and the new 24-hour fitness is at. It was one of the biggest commercial developments a year and a half or 2 years ago in the country. In the country, yet not too many people still know about Castle Rock. I think that speaks true to just, it's almost like a speakeasy, but because the mountains kind of come to you, you just don't see everything right away. Like, you've got to go off the exits and kind of commute. And it's got more of like that Colorado Springs feel than anywhere else. So it's super close to Lone Tree, Castle Pines, Southeast Aurora. It's probably 20 minutes, 24 minutes from Southeast Aurora. But it's got more of a Colorado Springs and mountains are right on top of you kind of feel.
Yeah, and here's the deal. The reason that I think it's maintained as sleeper city is because a lot of people think that it's too far.
Further.
They're looking at it on a map, they're like, that's too far. If you actually map it, because Castle Rock is so close to the highway, it was actually faster for me to get from our office in downtown Denver to Castle Rock than it was for me to get from my house in Parker, which technically is like 20 minutes north of Castle Rock. It took me longer to get home to Parker than it would if I was just going to Castle Rock. So maybe it's further on miles, but time is a lot shorter than you might think.
You've seen our clock before, my clock before. Denver's in the center. Castle Rock is straight 6 o'clock right down I-25 South. They've expanded the highways, done a great job with it. There's still a little bit of construction here and there, but for the most part, man, the traffic tends to be pretty smooth throughout your week going down.
Elevation's a little different out there, so whenever it does snow here, sometimes Castle Rock will get hit a little harder. Sometimes that stretch of highway between Castle Rock and Parker or DTC, Denver Tech Center, will get hit a little harder. It's rare, but just something to know.
Maybe once a year, we'll get, maybe twice, but typically once a year, we'll get a snowstorm bad enough that will close like the I-25 north and south corridor from like Castle Rock into like the Castle Pines, Lone Tree. So if you have to commute for work and the highway's closed, so you can't go to work on a snow day, like
darn. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and there are workarounds just in case. There are workarounds. Don't tell your boss.
Some workarounds. It's not safe for you to be out. Stay
right.
inside, drink
True.
some hot
Fair
cocoa,
enough.
work from home. All good.
Fair
Great
enough.
spot.
Fair enough. Okay, now going up northwest, we're heading up into Highlands Ranch.
He's doing this below the camera. He's doing everything he can to not use my clock example. We're gonna be 7 o'clock now on the clock. For all of you Will fans, we're gonna be set. We're going from
8 o'clock.
We're going from 4 o'clock to 7.
Yeah,
Cool?
7. Yeah, in relation to Denver.
Or for all you Eli fans, you're gonna be here. Cool. We're right here.
They
Great.
get that. Okay, so Highlands Ranch is by far one of the most popular suburbs that we have in the Denver metro area.
It's established. It's been around for a long
established.
time. It's on the
Yep.
west side of the highway, so a lot of people recognize the name Highlands Ranch. Homes out there are gorgeous. They've done some remodels. A lot of those homes are big and gorgeous, but they're outdated and they do need some updating. They're still phenomenal homes. The soil in Highlands Ranch, super good. So homes last a long time out there. They're sustained just like they would be in Southeast Aurora. But they tend to be more outdated than refurbished.
Because it's established, yeah.
Because
a lot of the
it's been around longer.
Yeah, a lot of the developments happened in the 90s. One of our favorite neighborhoods, probably my favorite neighborhood period, is BACKCOUNTry in Highlands Ranch.
Not Bat.
Not BACKCOUNTry for you Fear and Loathing fans.
Get in.
Yeah, BACKCOUNTry. So, man, what I love about BACKCOUNTry is their utilization of trails and open space. That is one of those areas that feels kind of Castle Rocky in the sense that there's hills and bluffs and things that you can go mountain bike and hike on.
But the way it looks off into the mountains, like you feel like you're on elevation. It's really cool. It's really
cool.
private.
Yeah.
It's small gated part. Pretty cool. A lot of great homes out there.
They start around a mill.
Correct. And that's where you start getting into Littleton schools, correct?
Yep. No, Douglas County still.
Still Douglas County, but as you start going a little bit more toward that 8, there is a branch there between Littleton and Highlands Ranch where like you start getting into Littleton schools. But overall, great. You get a little bit more traffic because that's C470. So E470 is what's on the east side of I-25.
It costs money.
Not that much. All good. Time is money, right? So depending on your needs or where you got to go, it's okay to pay a couple of bucks. If you're on the west side of the highway, you're on C470, it's free. They do have a toll road lane now that they've expanded on both sides, so that helps. But because you've got some narrower lanes and not as many lanes that are over there, sometimes it gets a little congested as you guys are going to be working east out of Highlands Ranch to I-25 to then go north into DTC or downtown. You guys can also work around the back way and say C470 all the way up toward Boulder and take the backside. So depending on where you're going, you don't necessarily have to hit I-25.
Yeah, now for people that truly, really do want to be closer to the mountains, you are going to be going to the mountains frequently, living in Highlands Ranch might be a good option for you. You are significantly more west, and Highlands Ranch is pretty big, so you can even go west Highlands Ranch, and you're really close to the mountains. You're almost in the foothills at that point.
Or Sterling Ranch. Sterling Ranch is not too far from here. Inside of Littleton. We're kind of working our way
back up
this way to Eli.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
You can't sense my facetiousness.
Now,
I love this.
I do. I love it.
Oh,
I love it. You're catching on. It's very nice. I'm sure our audience will appreciate that. Now, Highlands Ranch. All right, so if you guys are curious, like Eli's personal opinion on Highlands Ranch, I feel like it's a little overrated, just in the sense of just the houses needing a lot of updates.
And let's get more specific, right? When we talk about like overrated, it's not that there's anything bad about it, but it's just, man, anytime you're in a place where everything is like ever evolving and things can improve upon itself, remember, like the same builders that were out building Highlands Ranch are the same primary builders that have been building Southeast Aurora, Castle Rock, Castle Pines. They're continuing to better their product. So as you move into the Southeast Auroras or the Castle Pines, you're getting newer, better homes that just do a lot of really cool stuff. Even if you're buying a pre-existing home, it could potentially be 15 to 20 years newer than something in Highlands Ranch, which means there's going to be some amenities or just some structural things that they do different that just makes it a better home. So nothing bad about Highlands Ranch. Those homes last a long time. Yes, they are outdated, but there's just some cool things that happen as you get into like the newer homes. Like, for example, upper level laundry room.
Yep, true.
It sounds silly, but when you got kiddos and you're busy going up and down stairs or potentially all the way into a basement for your laundry to go 2 flights of stairs all the way upstairs, it makes you not want to do laundry, right? Versus like it's upstairs, you're grabbing kiddo stuff and you're throwing it. One example out of many as far as like as homes get updated through the evolution of just builders getting better at their craft, kind of default that some of these other areas just have a better fit, better usable home. If you do the updates and refurbishing to these Highlands Ranch homes, you can be in a great spot. Or if you purchase one that's already been refurbished, you could also be in a great spot. Or maybe like that cultured look or more of an established look, or maybe proximity-wise, you just want to be on that side of the highway. Again, all pros and cons of like, hey, what are you in it for? What are you looking for? What are you willing to give up to have what you want or to have what you need, and just weighing those options for yourself.
Now, let's climb on up that clock. We're gonna go hit 11 o'clock. Let's go visit 11 o'clock real quick, okay? So up at 11 o'clock, we're gonna have this stretch between Denver. You have Highway 36 that connects Denver to Boulder. Now, there's that stretch in between that's gonna be composed of Superior, Louisville, Lafayette. We're looping all those together. They're all very close in proximity. And the reason we like this area so much, first of all, there's a lot of new homes up there, a lot of gorgeous homes. You are close to the mountains, you have gorgeous scenery, but then your proximity to Boulder means that those property values are gonna continue to rise at a really, really good rate.
Correct. They're not going anywhere, and with inventory increasing out there, it kind of needs to, because there wasn't much out there to begin with, which almost made like just the demand impossible. It didn't matter what you want to pay for something. There wasn't anything out there. But school districts are great. You even venture into Boulder County schools as you get closer to Boulder.
And they're like #1 in the state, I think.
Correct. So parts of Superior does have Boulder district schools out there. Really cool. Your views are great. You've got wildlife that's everywhere. You can see the mountains specific to Boulder. Your commute there is not bad, but your commute down into Denver isn't bad. If you're going to Denver Tech Center, it could be a little bit far as far as like what you might want to venture as far as commute wise. Take a look at that for yourself, answer those questions. But if you don't have to go to Denver Tech Center, you're either Denver or you're heading up to the mountains, or staying north in Estes Park, and you're okay to be on that side of the clock, right? Like a lot of really cool things. And believe it or not, as happy as Superior was voted, it was like #6 in the country, or number
like
13 in the country,
city,
happiest city. Like, you don't hear about it too much, but that's why you guys have us to be the professionals to hook you up.
That's right. Now, something important that I want to know, especially about these areas, the Superior, Louisville, Lafayette, and additionally others, is that none of these are outskirts per se. I know a lot of states where you guys are coming from, if you're not right in Dallas or Chicago or New York or whatever, everything else is considered outskirts. In Denver, not the case.
You're talking 38 to 40 minutes. Everything that we've mentioned is 38 to 40 minutes outside of downtown Denver.
Yeah, and all the cities by themselves, Will would call them, it's their own little utopias. They have everything you need. They're going to have all the stores, all the restaurants, the Targets, the Walmarts, everything you guys are going to need on a day-to-day basis, everything right there for you.
You've got Parker Adventist Hospital, you've got Sky Ridge down south. Like you've got a lot of great things when it comes to hospitals, urgent cares, schools, grocery stores, malls. Every little suburb we're talking about right now, or city, they're self-sufficient. They're their own little utopia. So you don't necessarily have to venture out of there to go or do anything as far as amenities or needs. It's just gonna be like you guys enjoying the Colorado experience and getting outside and going to the mountains, or going downtown, enjoying some great food, enjoying a show at the Belco Theater, whatever you guys like. Definitely venture out, buying a dog, getting a dog and going to these parks. Super, super recommend.
Yeah.
You know what else we recommend?
What's that?
Calling us for your real estate needs, because we're licensed brokers in the state of Colorado. And as much as we love making these videos, yes, guys, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping back up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls and the text messages and those emails. So if there's anything we can do for you guys, we would love to do so. But until next week or the weekend, enjoy your week, and we'll see you guys very soon.
See you guys.